Hey, yo, welcome in, welcome back, you too. Hey, happy Juneteenth. It is currently 6/19/2025 at 0632 or 6:32 a.m. for you non-military folk. But yo, man, hope you doing well, you doing blessed. You know what I'm saying? Welcome into the imperfectly imperfect, or should I call it perfectly imperfect? I call it that because, we're not perfect as people, as humans. You know what I'm saying? We try to do our thing and we strive for perfection, but we don't ever quite get there. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I called it. That's why I called it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. We we keep pursuing and trying to get to the next level. We try to perfect and all that good stuff. But yeah, shout out to the people who you know do the Juneteenth thing. Some people get irritated, irrational when it comes to things, and that black shouldn't have this and have that. But everybody else got reparations. Everybody else got a slice. And you know what I'm saying? Us as African Americans, we did not. And there was a lot of things done as well that has held blacks back within, you know what I'm saying? I mean, now, not so much, but you know what I mean? Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power, eh, and you could still say a lot of that stuff is still at play as far as like with the racism and all that type of thing. Maybe not as big as what it was like back in the 50s and all that good stuff, but you know what I mean? Like, I can go back just in my grandparents' generation, and that may have been the one where they was the first even allowed to own property, own land, own, which is our, they say is our one of our biggest wealths that we have. You see what I'm saying? So other races had leaps and bounds over top to be able to pass some of that stuff down, but that's aside of the point for today's little discussion, because we know what we came here to do. I'm finna read our books that we got, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna try to understand that and use what we got and keep on pursuing and growing in this world. You feel me? Because we can only keep moving and grooving with what we know and what we got. And you know what I'm saying? All that stuff, it happened in the past, and yeah, it's a shame and crappy that it happened, but it is what it is, and we gonna keep rocking and rolling. You feel me? So without further ado, let me get my book. I picked up another book yesterday too, man. I was at Sam's, and I've been wanting to get The Art of War, and I got it. I love the way that this cover looks, man. It looks dope, but there's other readings in it as well. Says The Art of War and Other Classics of Eastern Philosophy. So, yeah, man, if you don't know me, I'm Bud. And, you know what I'm saying? When I was locked up, I've been locked up quite a few times. When I was a teenager, this is a short story. But, yeah, I was locked up then. And a time or two. I think only once, but yeah, when I was locked up, that's when I started reading books then. And you know what I'm saying? I put the books down, and after I got out, and as I became an adult, fortunately, I got locked up again a couple times as well, and was reintroduced to books then. And you know, over the years, I ended up picking up more books. I think I showed my bookcase on there. I have a whole slew of books over there. I got books all over the place. I got books upstairs on my nightstand. I got books in my office right here as well. And I just kind of cycle through the ones that I'm reading and whatnot. But this one is a dope book for all you men out there. This one, David Diada. I think it's called The Way of the Superior Man. It's actually my second time going through this one, and wow, man, really powerful book. Dope. Get it if you that type of man. You feel what I'm saying? Really dope book. Really inspiring. Really, yeah, it's that. You feel me? Yeah. Nonetheless, man, let's get it, man. Hope y'all doing well, yo. Hope we doing blessed. Living that good life, and you not stressed. You feel me? But yeah, come on now. Come on now. I'm trying to get this little bookmark out the way. Pardon me. Excuse me. June 19th. Fire from heaven. The fire of the Lord fell and burned up the sacrifice, the wood, the stones, and the soil. And also licked up the water in the trench. 1 Kings 18:38. You heard? In 1 Kings 18, Israel was plagued by a severe drought, and King Ahab blamed Elijah for the crisis. However, Elijah remained steadfast in his faith. Come on now. Knowing he served a God of immeasurable power and provision. Come on. Elijah challenged the prophets of Baal to a showdown on Mount Carmel. The 450 prophets built an altar and called upon their false god to send fire to consume the offering. But there was no response. Elijah, with unwavering confidence, mocked their futile efforts, knowing the God of Israel would soon reveal his power. Elijah then took his turn, rebuilding the altar of the Lord and drenching it with water. Then with a simple prayer, he called upon God, and the fire of the Lord fell from heaven, consuming the sacrifice and even licking up the water. God displayed his power in a remarkable way, leaving no doubt that he is the true God. Elijah's boldness reflects his intimate relationship with God. Elijah's confrontation with the prophets of Baal reminds us to be vigilant against false teachings and beliefs in our society. Come on now, true that. We are called to be bold witnesses for the truth. Like Elijah, we must stand firm in the promise of God. Promises, trusting he is in control. Come on, man. Even when circumstances seem dire, God's faithfulness is unwavering, and he will fulfill his word in his perfect timing. And this is the little prayer part. Father, help me stand firm in my beliefs, be bold in prayer, challenge falsehood, and trust in the mighty power of your name. Amen. Whew. Yeah, that was powerful right there, man. Very, very powerful. And basically what I'm getting from it, man, is, when you are tested, when your back's up against that wall, so to speak. You feel what I'm saying? Hell, not even so to speak, just in general. You know what I mean? Stand firm in your faith with it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've never been, to the point to where I was, Bible thumping the book or anything like that. But I've always been a firm believer in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look outside. Just take a look outside, how everything is in perfect harmony with one another. And if it gets out of line, oh man, best believe it gets right back in line. It self-corrects. You know what I'm saying? You cannot look out on the horizon and, you know what I mean? Can't tell me that there ain't no God, man. You can't tell me. Man, it's, I see that sometimes, or I saw it occasionally, like on TikTok. I've seen it before, where people are like, oh, prove that God is real. Or can you prove that God, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, it doesn't prove it. If you don't shut your dumb ass up, man, the proof is in the pudding. Simple as that. Prove that he ain't. If anything, you're going to have an issue with that. Dumb mother. That's these, yeah. Everybody want to question shit, and then you wonder why you got the life that you got, man. But it is what it is. Next up, we got Robert's Greens, the Daily Laws. You know what I'm saying? We cooking in the pudding right now, you hear me? June 19th, make others come to you. Filippo, I'm probably going to butcher this, Brunelleschi, the great Renaissance artist and architect, was a great practitioner of the art of making others come to him as a sign of his power. On one occasion, he had been engaged to repair the dome of the Santa Maria del Fiore Cathedral in Florence. The commission was important and prestigious. But when the city officials hired a second man, Lorenzo Garbiti, to work with Brusella, the great artist brooded in secret. He knew that Garbetta had gotten the job through his connections, and that he would do none of the work and get half the credit. At a critical moment of the construction, then Bruschetta suddenly developed a mysterious illness. He had to stop work, but pointed out to city officials that they had hired Garbetta, who should have been able to continue the work on his own. Soon it became clear that Garbetta was useless, and the officials came begging to Bruschetta. He ignored them, insisting that Garbetta should finish the project, until finally they realized the problem. They fired Garbetta. By some miracle, Bruschetta recovered within days. He did not have to throw a tantrum or make a fool of himself. He simply practiced the art of making others come to you. Yo, that's powerful, man. But hey, let's keep getting it. Daily law. If on one occasion you make it a point of dignity that others must come to you and you succeed, they will continue to do so even after you stop trying. Whew. The 48 laws of power. Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Wow. Yeah, that one was a dope one. Really, really deep. If you catch that one, or if you caught that one. And yeah, I can see exactly where that would be utilized at. You know what I'm saying? I mean, take it for what it is. He basically called that dude out on his bluff. He knew that he wasn't shit. And he was like, all right, bet. You want to have this dude in there? All right, got you. I'm going to show you. Yeah, I'm sick. Sat out. Didn't want to do nothing, you know what I mean? Because he didn't feel good. And sat back and watched that dude perish in his own feces, more or less. You know what I mean? But yeah, if y'all end up catching this, man, tell me what you think down below. What it is, what it do. You got anything going on for the day? But other than that, yeah, man, we going to wrap it up. Tomorrow is Friday, and I'm fixing to go on back home to my hometown. My daughter, she turning 6, and we're going to have a little birthday party for the girl at in my hometown at the city pool. So that's what we fixing to do for my weekend anyway. Tell me what you got going on for yours if you stuck around this long, man. But if you did, I greatly, greatly appreciate you. And wishing you nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep on leveling up. Let's keep getting it. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep growing. You know what I'm saying? Till the next one. Much love. Peace. Be blessed.